have reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on the number 10 seed in the playoff, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. It's a bunch formation. Hand off to the single back. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Boy, after all the build-up and all the hype with a playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
They're going to run it here. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Washington. He's found some room at the 45. Now here he goes. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, South Alabama, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner forced out at the 15. That's where the drive will start. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The short hands. It's Thomas. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the holding penalty on the offense backs him up 10 yards. Penalty makes it first down and 20. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense finally gets him down, but he showcased the shiftiness on that play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
With the shotgun, he hands it off. Moves the ball up to the 30.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert the 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wide out. Wide open downfield. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Now it's 2nd down here. It's a shotgun run call. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short in the 7th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The offense will go for here on 4th down and 3. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. They'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got it for a loss.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Chris, it's early in this football game, but the defense had a golden opportunity to come up with a stop, and they allow him to run the football on him to get the first down, and now it's 1st and goal. Missed a golden opportunity. Let's see how they respond here.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. Nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
2nd down and goal. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Touchdown, Black Knights, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
And that is another South Alabama. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And there's the handoff. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Moves out of the pocket. He bought some time, now lets it go. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Try to pick up the third and short through the air. Quick throw over the middle. He's got it with room to run. That play will move the sticks. Set him up in first down at the 42.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Short throw to the back, an easy completion. The ball is loose. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position down to the 24.
Boy, just a great job by this quarterback of being able to put this ball up into the air to give his receiver a chance to time that up perfectly for a huge gain for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down. On the tight end, grabs it over the middle. Touchdown, Army. The big tight end would not be denied. What a play.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
And he knocks the BAT right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Jaguars offense back on the field now. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Throws it to the right. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And looking to throw now on first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give him that opportunity.
He's in the clear. Touchdown, Jaguars. He wins the foot race to the end zone. This college football playoff game is all tied up. The curtain's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the Army offense onto the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Ball handed off. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. He's running out of time here. Oh, incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the pump will bounce and roll out of bounds. The South Alabama offense back on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. On the move, looking deep down the right side.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just...
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. 2nd down after that previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
That massive play moves it across midfield to the plus 42. 1st down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the 1st down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Caught in the flat by the running back. Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama. They couldn't stop him there. Here comes the point after attempt. And knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Gets the first and still running. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. The pass rush closing in. Makes the catch. It's right. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. And here's the return. The returner is brought down. It's a start on the next drive. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. They'll hand it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
Looking deep to the right after all that. And the pass is dropped. This would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
This is one of the beauties of rushing 3 and dropping 8. The quarterback sits back there and has to find an open receiver. And you've got 8 men in coverage. The quarterback holds the ball and holds the ball and holds the ball. And eventually, even with just 3, eventually they get home and affect him.
Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Jaguars will kick this away to get the second half going. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. Brad behind the line. It's Carter. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Handoff here from the shotgun. He shreds the tackle. A juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Great job by this defense once again on that 3rd down, and now we get to 4th down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. I don't You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on fourth down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
Here comes South Alabama's offense back out there. Handoff heading left. Got the first down and still motoring. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Jaguars come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. The RPO caught to the right. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Brings her in the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away.
On 14.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Comes back out onto the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game.
And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. Can they finish it off here on 2nd and goal? Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe hold them to 3 points.
They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. He's got it near the end zone. And the defense wraps him up.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Black Knights. And they get set now to try the PAT.
Boy, as a quarterback, you get down into this area of the field, you love having a big target to be able to throw the football to. Defense is expecting to run. You put the ball in the air and let the big tight end come down with a touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here's the handoff. Look out, room to run here. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's a wide receiver screen. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. Well, Kirk, South Alabama has the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Handoff from the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. Handoff in a single back formation. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
And the Jaguars looking to cash in the red zone. Running play called on 3rd and short. Able to convert on 3rd, sets up 1st and goal, the 8.
Quick call here by the offense to be able to pick up this 1st down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose.
Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama. Just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, he needs you got to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today, Kirk.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Run it out of the shotgun. They test the middle, but gets stuffed. That one goes nowhere.
That back just had nowhere to go. got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He lets it go. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there by the quarterback. Look at his facial expressions right now. He knows that he caught a break, trying to force the ball in there. He's going to have to make better decisions moving forward and work through his progressions to find his open man.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's incomplete. And the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
Send the back in motion. A quick throw out left, complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Matthews. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught on the outside. It's Matthews. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Good work to get the foot down after the grab. This running back, Kirk, might have been spending some time with those receiver drills.
Yeah, as you know, Chris, these running backs anymore in college football, they are really like glorified wide receivers because not only do they have to be excellent runners, but as you see here, the ability to be able to...
Touchdown, Jaguars! This offense is still clicking. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And here comes the Army offense onto the field now. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. And he goes nowhere. Stop full behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
I love what the defense is doing here, sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got the first and still going. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
And the Black Knights getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Second down play coming up for this offense. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Looking downfield near the end zone. And that pass is incomplete, trying for an oh-by-the-way touchdown, but it's no good. Time expires. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the National Championship. For Kirk Herbstreit.